If you like this video, make sure to visit our Vimeo page and follow us to get the latest update.
Yeah, I guess this is Shankar. I think you people have already attended the demo session. So in the previous thing, we have discussed on these topics, like what exactly is this BPC and how did the BPC originated, and the differences, various differences between the current version, latest version and the previous versions, and what are the opportunities we have in the current market on SAP BPC, and what are the various types of roles the clients will be looking into for all the positions in BPC and all those stuff. So just let me know if you have any notes so that I can just start off with the next detailed level of discussion on the batch. So any new guys who are online right now, who has not attended the demo thing? Okay. So we'll be discussing on, these are the topics we'll be discussing on. And in the introduction session, we have covered these things and the terminology and other things. We'll just go on with the terminology, basic terminology right now, and then we'll just go ahead with the understanding on what is an environment, model, and dimension management today in the class. Just let me know if you have any quick questions on topics we have covered on. So just to start off with, these are the three important objects, like model, dimension. These are the three topics wherein it is very important to understand on what exactly are these three things, without which it will be difficult for any project to go on or to work on any other project. So just to give you a brief intro on, as in the demo I have already told you, this is an equivalent to info area in SAP BI, and this is equivalent to cube, and this is a basic object. Like in SAP BI, we do have info objects. We can just compare these info objects to that of dimensions in SAP BPC. And just to come on with the dimension, what are the basic objects? Dimensions are the basic objects which are used to hold up any data in SAP BPC. And these are the basic objects which are created. Basic objects which are created in SAP BPC for any activity. And there are many types of dimensions which are available. Almost like we do have 8 dimensions types available. 8 types of dimensions available in SAP BPC system. And in these 8 dimensions, 4 dimension types are very important. Example, account, entity, time, category. And these are the four dimensions. Okay, these are the four dimensions which we will be working on currently, and as and when the requirement comes on, we'll just create other dimensions and work on the other dimensions as well. And in BPC, these are the four dimensions which are very important to work on with, and these are the four ones which is mandate to create any model or environment. Any model which is being created in the environment should have these four types of dimensions. Next, coming to environment. Environment is the place wherein we create an environment to hold up, to work on any project or to create any model or any dimension in the SAP BPC system. Basically, we do have in SAP BPC, the good part is till 10.0, we will have to create a new environment or a new model based on the previous environments or models. It is not possible to create any new environment or new model right from the scratch level. That is, we have to take a model based on the previous one to create a new environment or a new model, without which it is not possible to create any environment or a model. And environment is a starting point of any project or to start up with any project or in the SAP BPC system. First thing we create in the SAP BPC system for any project. This is a place, environment is a place wherein we create different set of models which are used for the project. And environment consists of models and dimensions. Basically, environment is a combination of models and dimension. And in turn, dimension has different concepts. Like dimension has master data, transaction data, and everything, which can be mapped to your target system from the source system. Like source system can be anything. And coming to model, whenever you have the data, you will hold the data in dimensions, but the data will be transaction data will be in models. Whatever be the source system or whatever be the model type and everything, we'll just have this model and we'll assign some dimensions to the model. Apart from these four ones, we do create some other dimensions as well, which are required as per the requirement. But to create any model, these are the four dimensions like account, entity, time, and category are the four dimension types which are mandate to work on any model or to create any model. We'll just have a look at the system so that you can just understand it much better. Can you guys see my screen?
Yes, Shankar.
Yeah.
Yes, Shankar.
Yes. Okay. So this is the how your BPC 10 looks like. Now I'm logging into the administration task, and here is the lookup field for the screen. And on the left side, you can see the activities homepage, wherein you will have different set of tasks. Like this, we are in the start page draft, and we do have the activities here. And activity shows what are the processes which are going on, what is the context action required, what is the type of things, and whether it is completed or not, or something like that. And process monitor is something like we'll have this processes for consolidation central and all those things, wherein we'll just look into the status of those tasks in the process monitor. And library is a small thing wherein we can just create a small workspaces or reports or input forms in this. And documents is a place wherein we can just have some couple of documents stored in this related to the project. And Consolidation Central is a new task which is included in SAP BPC 10.0, which has this consolidation monitor, controls monitor, journals, and ownership manager. And these are the 4 tasks which we'll be discussing whenever we are going on with the consolidation process. And these are the 4 tasks which is used for pure consolidation. And this is a crucial task as well whenever we are doing any important task like intercompany eliminations or intercompany matches and other stuff. And this is the audit one. Audit is used to monitor on the data changes or work status or any operations on business process flows, securities, or any general like data changes, administration activities, and so on. So this is your home screen, and again back to the start page, and you have this right side panel is here. We can just create a couple of web reports or input forms, and the important task would be on this launch page. Like whenever you want to build any new report, we'll just go on with the EPM Office add-in Excel. I'll just show you how do we create a simple report. Whenever you click on this EPM Office add-in for add-in Excel, it will open up your Microsoft Excel, wherein you can just feel like we are working on Excel sheet, Microsoft Excel. And once we click on that, it will pop up a window wherein we can just select your appropriate model. Where do you want to create your report? I'm just selecting my planning model and clicking on this OK. This is how your report looks like, and just a sample report. And this is your simple report wherein we can just build on. Since we don't have any data in this, we are not able to see any data. And this is your rows, and these are your columns. And we can just customize this according to our requirement and other things. And we can just make this as in normal Excel format kind of thing here. We can just do bold, italic, and everything is in the Excel type. Any type of formatting is allowed in this. And this is a very simple report, just to give everyone understanding on this. And apart from reports, we do have two different options in this EPM and data manager tabs. EPM tab and data manager tab. EPM tab is basically used for reporting purposes. All the reporting activities, whenever you are working on any complex reports or simple reports for any formatting kind of thing, or any local numbers or any formulas or any other thing, we'll just go to the EPM and work on those things. And data manager is the task which is very important, and this is the task available only in Microsoft Excel. This is the task wherein we can have a run package concept here, and to execute any task in data manager or any task in SAP BPC, it's a mandate to have a data manager package. If you just can see this, I just clicked on run package button here. I can just see on two options, run package and run package link. So you just need to click on this run package, and we can just execute any of these tasks in this. So this is how your SAP BPC works like. This is your reporting side, and this is your administration side. And in this, we do have another option called as EPM Office Word and EPM Office PowerPoint. And whenever, just simple like Excel also, we can just also create reports or any connect live data to Word and PowerPoint as well. And coming to this planning and consolidation administration, and these are tasks which we'll be using on to create models, environments, securities, script logics, business process flows, and other things. And I've clicked on this administration tab. I can see on like dimensions, models, securities, and other things. And on the right side, we can just see on like manage all environments or change environment. Currently, we are logged in to environment 522. You can just see this down name, right? Environment 522. This is the environment. Currently, we are logged in. And if you want to change this environment from one environment to another environment, we can just simply go on click this. You just simply click this and select the desired environment and click on this connect. So you can just change from one environment to another environment. And as I've already told you, in one particular environment, say example, environment 522 is the one which we are using right now. And this environment contains these dimensions. These are the list of dimensions available in environment 522. And here are the list of models which are available in the environment 522. So these are the different models which we do have in 522. And to create any model, we can just go on and create model, new button, and we can just click on this new model. And if we just want to go on with dimensions, we can just create new dimensions as well. Like just click on this new dimension and create the dimensions. And we do already have this couple of dimensions in this. And whenever we created any dimension, like example account and is an ID and description is account, and we can just also change the description, and type of dimension is account, and the status is available. Here we can see the list of dimensions and the description, what type of dimension is that, and the status of the dimension. And if you just click on this account dimension, we do see the master data available in that dimension. Like in account dimensions, we do have these master data dimensions available, master data available in this. And if we just wanted to, this has a chart of accounts available in the account, and these are the places wherein we can just look at the master data in the dimensions. And in this, we do have two ways of looking at the dimension members. These are called as dimension members. And there are two ways to look at the master data of any dimension. For example, we are now looking at the list view, and we would also have an option to look at the hierarchical view. This is how the hierarchical view in BPC looks like. And here we do have different options available: member ID and description, member ID and only description. Current set is showing us on member ID and description. If you just click on this member ID, we'll only able to see only member ID. And here is the same thing; it will display only the member description. And we can also edit the structure of this dimension, account dimension, by clicking on this edit structure. Just click on this so that we can just check out this structure of the dimensions. And if you want to change the description, account test, just click on the save button, and that's it. We have changed the dimension description from account to account test. You can just look at this account, it has changed now. So just let me know if you have any questions so that I can just move on.
Two questions, Shankar. First one is each member can support multiple hierarchies, right? Each dimension can support multiple hierarchies?
Absolutely.
Okay. The other question, I'm not sure if I'm getting too far ahead of the session. The hierarchies that we load into the BW system, can they be utilized by BPC, or do we have to reload them into BPC in different format?
No, we can just reload the BI hierarchies into BPC.
Okay.
We do have three set of master data in BI, right? Text, attributes, and hierarchies.
Right.
We can load those three into SAP BPC directly.
Okay.
Any more questions, guys?
Thank you.
Yep, sure. So we'll
Yes, Shankar, when you create models, you mentioned that we have those mandatory dimensions. So all those four dimensions are mandatory to create a model?
Yep.
So you need to have
We don't have to create. We can just either select any of the dimensions from these lists we already have. So whenever we are creating any model, we just need to select account, entity, and time type of dimensions. That's a mandate. Every model should contain 4 dimensions as a rule. So if you don't have any type of model, if you don't have an example like entity type of dimension in the model, it will not allow you to create any model itself. I'll just show you. Just wait for 5 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. I'm showing you this. I will be creating the dimensions and dimension models today. So you'll just have a better understanding once you see the screen as well.
Yeah, sure. Thank you.
Okay. Just to start off with, I'll just create this new dimensions. I'm just clicking on this new button to create a dimension, and it will ask for the ID, member ID, and description. I'm just giving the member as S_account and description as account for training. And how does the system know? We have just given the name as S_account. SH_account. and description we have given. And the third tab we do have in the screen displays the list of accounts, displays list of types of dimensions available in SAP BPC. So if you just look at these things, we do have various types like account, category, audit, entity, group, intercompany, currency, subtables, time, and user defined. So since we are creating an account type of dimension, we can just select account and then we can just click on this create button. So we have created a new dimension called as sh_account. So it is processing the request we have given, and this is the screen structure of the dimension. And if you just have to create any other things, we can just create any properties we do want, or we can just simply leave the properties as it is, and we can just exit. And if we just want to create any properties here, we can just add up any new properties in this button, or if we want to add any hierarchy, we can just add hierarchies here. We'll just add up one property here. I'm just giving it as test. Number of characters is 3, and I'm just clicking on this OK. And I want to create one hierarchy as well, so that whenever I want to give on any hierarchies, we can just add up the hierarchy. Hierarchy can be H1. Okay. I'm just clicking on this OK, and I'm just clicking on this save. And it's processed with the warning showing that this is a warning which we have got it. There should be a manual processing which is required. So close this one up, and we have created this one. And every dimension other than the one which we have created is in green, but this is the one which is in orange. So it means that the processing is not yet been done. So click on this dimension and click on process tab. And as soon as you click on this process tab, it will prompt you with a window asking you, do you want to take the environment offline? And the best part, if someone asks me on is, yes, we have to take the dimension environment offline if we are in the real-time scenario. And the process goes on like that. Whenever we are processing any dimension, it depends on the data available, master data available in the dimension, to take how much time will that take and other things. But since it is in the dimension, it's in the training session, we don't have to take the environment offline. So I'm just clicking on no. So once the processing is done, even this will come up with the green one. So let's see it. Look at the master data available in this. So we don't have any master data available in this. If we just want to enter any master data, 101 test, and in this account dimension, the good thing is it's a mandate to enter account type. You can just see what is this account type. We do have 4 types of accounts: asset, liability, income, and expense. One second. Okay. Whenever we have created any dimension, we do have 2 things are mandate for any master data in the dimension. One is ID, and the second one is description. These are the two things which we can enter in any master data. But in account type of dimension, we do have one more thing, which is a mandate to enter account type. Account dimension contains chart of accounts which are useful to identify which type of account it is. In the best practices, we do have only 4 types of account types we have. Expense type of account, income, liabilities, asset. These are the types of accounts which we have, and these are the types which BPC system accepts whenever we are creating any master data in SAP BPC system for account dimension. Just to give you an overview on this: expense account, income account, liability account, and asset account. These are the 4 different types of accounts which are available and which is a mandate to allow in SAP BPC system. Just look at the previous. Okay. If you just try to save and process, it will give you an error. No. Like, it should have an account type of dimension, which we have missed it. Here we have to give a mandate then EXP or INC or anything, without which this will not consider to process the dimension. Now we can just click on the save and process after we enter the account type as well. Now the dimension is processed. The dimension has been processed. So for any account type of account dimension, member ID, description, account type is a mandatory thing. For rest of the dimensions, we'll enter only ID and description. Okay. So we'll just look at to create another one. Entity. Message underscore entity. Entity for training. And just we have to change it from account type to entity type. And just click on create. And now we have created this entity as well. We'll just enter some master data in this entity. India. And just click on save and process. Environment offline, no. So for account dimension, member ID, description, account type is a mandate. For rest of the dimensions, we can just simply enter ID and description. That will suffice for the processing of the dimension. And what exactly is this?
Shankar?
Yep.
What makes the difference? I mean, if you are making it online and if you are making it on offline, I mean, is there any?
Okay. Whenever we are processing any dimension in SAP BPC system, that dimension is not available for other users. And if you are just in a structure of the dimension, and if you just add up anything, add up on a hierarchy level here.
Yeah, I got it.
And the other person
yeah,
is
yeah, I got it. Okay, so if it is online, I mean, the others also can utilize
modify that. Yep. That's
if it is offline only, it's available to you only. I mean, if you are doing any modification, then you need to make it online and you need to
No,
update
it's not
it.
like that. Even the other users can look into that.
But
the
they
only
cannot.
thing is, they'll not be able to log in. Since the environment is offline, they'll not be able to do any modifications. It's only who has an administration rights in the system will be able to modify all those things.
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
One more question, Shankar.
Yep.
In the ECC BW system, you have the chart of accounts, right?
Yep.
So companies can have multiple chart of accounts.
Yep.
How is that reflected within BPC? Is that do you have to create separate dimensions for each chart of account, or how it works?
We'll have multiple things. It depends on the requirement as well. We can just create multiple accounts and use. If you see in the same screen, we do have R_account for one set of model and account dimension for one chart of accounts. And if the requirement says they do have some different chart of accounts as well, they can just create one more account type of dimension and map that dimension to load the master data from ECC.
Okay.
So how exactly this hierarchy works on other things? Okay. We'll just try to load the chart of accounts from account dimension to this one, the one which we have created. Currently we are in account dimension. We'll just, I'm just simply copying this. So that we don't have to create it again. Simple copy and paste. I'm just going to our chart of account. And now I'm just pasting it. Save and process. No. So I haven't copied the entire chart of accounts just to avoid we do have different type of structure in this. We do have different properties here added up, but we don't have these many properties wherein I can just copy all those stuff and paste it in here. So I've copied the first three columns like ID, description, and account type, and I can just copy this again so that we'll also have the same hierarchy level as that of the account dimension. And every time we change this master data, we have to process this dimension. And sometimes in multiple hierarchies, we'll not be able to process just because of some issues. But usually we'll have to process the dimension even if we change one single cell. I'm just taking it offline. All right. Yes. So the error we have got is just because we don't have this BS000. So that's the error it has shown me up. So I've just created that BS000 so that this has processed successfully. And this is just simple hierarchical view which we have viewed earlier.
So what you entered under the H1 column, is it the parent node of the member? Okay.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay.
I'll just give you an detail level in entity type itself. I'll just explain you that. Here in this, we don't have any hierarchies kind of thing here. I just want to create a new hierarchy kind of thing. I'll just be giving on. I'll just take an Asia, and this I want India, China, Singapore, and another hierarchy is Europe, UK, Belgium, North America. I want to have US, Mexico, Canada. And this is the way I want to create on the hierarchy level. First, I want to have one hierarchy level called as world. In that, I want to have Asia, Europe, North America. In Asia, I want to create India, China, and Singapore. And in Europe, I want to create UK and Belgium. And in North America, I want to create US, Mexico, and Canada. So we'll just delete all these things and we'll just create from the scratch level. Like first thing I want to have is world, and all world. We have created one, and the next one is on. I want to create an Asia, and Asia, and the next is I want to have three different things in this. Like one is India, China, Singapore. The next one is I want to have is Europe, and this UK, Belgium, NA, USA, Canada, Mexico. So in this description is India, China, Singapore, Europe, UK, Belgium, North America, USA, Canada, Mexico. So we have just created this thing, and I'm just saving and processing it. And since we don't have this hierarchy property in this, we just have to create one hierarchy property. And to create hierarchy property, we have to go to the structure of dimension, sh_entity, and we can just go from clicking on this and need to create one hierarchy, add h1, okay, save. There is no, manual processing is required. We can just click on this process. And if you just click on this one, we'll just go to the member formula, and here we can just see this hierarchy view as well. So now we have to enter the hierarchical one. Since we just want to create on, just world is on top of everything. Underneath world, we have three sets: Asia, Europe, and US. So we have to use the technical name in the hierarchical, not the description now. So just copy this world and paste it against Asia, Europe, and North America. So this part is over. Now we have to work on regional level. Like Asia, we have to copy and we have to paste it under the respective regions. India, Singapore, I don't think we have another one. So next is UK. Next one is Europe. We'll just copy this. Belgium. UK. And Asia, we have another one is China. And the next one is US. US. North America. North America has 3 things. This one. Canada. Mexico. And everything is, I think we have covered all the things, right? Okay. We can just save and process. So here is the one which we have planned to create on world, Asia, Europe, North America. In Asia, India, China and Singapore. Europe is UK and Belgium. North America, US, Mexico and Canada. For world, it is a base level hierarchy, so we don't have to give any hierarchy. Empty is nothing but it's a base level. And for Asia, it comes under world. So we have to use this technical word, technical ID, member ID of world against this Asia, Europe and North America, so that this Asia, Europe and North America comes under world. So in Asia we have 3 sets. So for that set we have to use the member ID for Asia so that the hierarchy will be appropriate as desired. So we'll just save and process this. Let's see how exactly has this come up. So we can just look at the hierarchical view so that we can understand this better. We only have world. In world we have 3 sets: Asia, Europe and North America. Asia we have 3, Europe we have 2, North America we have 3. So as per the requirement, we have got our dimension structure available in the BPC system. So any questions, guys?
Shankar, so in the BW system, we have this concept of object hierarchy nodes and text hierarchy nodes, right?
Yep.
So is there an equivalent here, like where you have countries where you can post dollars to, and then you have just nodes that don't represent countries? Can you do that?
We can do that, but we'll load all those things in the coming sessions. It's okay. Just to make you understand how exactly, what is the dimension, how do we insert master members in that, and how do we create a structure for that. So as soon as we come to that stage, we'll just go on with all those things as well. How do we load the texts, hierarchies, attributes, and all those things, we'll just look into that.
Okay, thank you.
Sure. So this is how we'll create our dimensions, wherein we have multiple dimension types, but the basic 4 are account, entity, time and category. Account holds up the chart of accounts, and category holds up which category type it is, whether it's actuals. I'll just write it down. we have 4 basic dimensions which are mandate. Basic dimensions, mandatory. One is account, second one is entity, third one is time, fourth one is category. For account type of dimension, it's a mandate to enter member ID, description, and account type. And for rest of the things, it's only member ID and member description. This is for only account type. Its account type is important. For the rest of the dimensions, only these ID and description will suffice. And account type has 4 ways, 4 types of account types we do have. One is expense, second one is income, third one is asset, fourth one is liability. So in account type of dimension, we have to use any of these 4 to make sure which type of account it belongs to. Only after inserting these 4, either of these 4 will be able to process this. And we have also worked on creation of structure of the dimension, and working on adding members to the dimension, and so on. So let's look at how do we create a model in this system. So just click on this model. These are the types of models we have. These are the list of models we have. And just to create on, I'll just show you how exactly we do create a new model, and we'll just go on in deep in the next class, in the next session we'll be having on. No, it's 8 and 8. So just click on this new button to create a new model. Like sh underscore new underscore model, new model for the training. And here we can just click on this next thing, so that it would ask you for this type of model we are creating on. Currently we do have the available types, model types were standard, financial, consolidation, exchange rates, ownership, and generic. So for time being, we'll just go on with the standard thing. And the basic difference for these things are: standard is a normal model which we'll be using on. It doesn't have any specialization, specialized tasks available in this model. Financial thing is the model which contains the financial calculations included in this model. Whenever we are creating any model, it will by default it will pull out the respective scripts wherein we can just do the respective calculations appropriately. For financial calculations, it will bring up its own script logics. For consolidation, it will bring up intercompany eliminations and other stuff and all those things. So we have to select which type of model we want to create. It's only for the data purpose, or it's a financial model, or it's a consolidation model. Depending upon your type of model, we have to work on the respective model and select the appropriate button here. And the next one, drivers and rates, are something like Exchange rates are used for holding up the exchange rates, wherein we do have the currency conversions and other things, if it is a financial or consolidation. And ownership is holding up the ownership information. Generic is normal application wherein we'll just be creating it. And here is data entry mode. We do have is two different types. Time being, we'll just take it as a periodic, and we'll just go on with the source model. And here we can just create a blank model, or we can just copy the existing model which is already there in the system. We do have 3 models available: consolidation, planning, test finance. We can just copy from an existing model and create one. So we'll just create a blank model which is already in, which is not available. So select the blank model and click on this next button. And if you just see here, this is the place wherein we select the dimensions available, or dimensions we have to select for the current model which we are creating on. And whatever dimensions you select for your model, that is different story. But mandatory, we have to select 4 dimensions, that is account, category, entity, and time. Without these 4 dimensions, you can just see the next button is grayed out. Unless you select these 4 dimension types, basic 4 dimension types, this next button will not be normal. We will not be able to click on the next button. So just select on the respective dimensions. I'll just select on entity and account which we have created, and category will just take on time category. And as soon as I have selected all the 4 dimensions, we can just go on with the next button. And we do want to have, since it is a new one, we don't have anything to copy from the source. So we can just click on this next button. And this is the review of what we have created. Model name is this one, and the dimensions we have selected is SH underscore account, SH underscore entity, time, category. And this is the standard type of dimension. And we can just click on this create button so that we'll just create the model here. And once it is created, you can see the new model in the list available in the background. Like whenever we click on this models tab on the left side, we'll just see the list of models available in the environment. And there you can see our model as well in the list. HTTP. There is some issue with the basis team. Let's look at this one. So we are not able to create a blank model. So I have selected an existing models to create one our model, and I have created the standard model. And the one which I'm trying to create is the procedure is the same one, but it's showing up an error just because of system issue. The procedure is the same one to create any model. This is the one. I'll just give you a recap on this. periodic option is the same. Blank model, account, category, entity, time. So this is a small error from the basis team, wherein it's not allowing us to create this. I just need to check on with that, but this is allowing us to work on, but the procedure is the same thing. We don't have to change anything. It's only that we have to click on this create button. It should create the model. We have nothing to do with this errors. It's a basis issue wherein we are not able to create this. And everything is the same procedure. Like entering the name and description of the model, model type, source of the model, whether you want to create any new model or do you want to copy from the existing one, select your dimensions, account, entity, time and category. And other than if you want to select your own dimensions, we can just select those things as well. And the list, it will show up the list of available things if you are copying from the source model. And if you are creating a blank model, you have nothing there. And after that, sixth step would be on review and create, wherein you will see what are the dimensions you have selected, all the list in the first 5 steps. And then we just have to click on this create button. It will create this new model. So here is the sh_new model which we have already created on, and these are the list of tasks available, dimensions available in this. Which, since we have copied it from the other model, it has taken all the data from that respective model, and the type of this is standard. Data enter model is periodic, and we don't have any other things here. And it will copy all the required parameters and everything to work on this model. So any questions, guys, on creation of model or something like
that? Don't we have to add measures, Shankar?
No, that's the default dimension which will be added to the system.
Okay.
So whenever you are just working on this reports, you just see on this, that will come up to the things. We don't have to work on this.
Okay.
So any questions, guys?
Seems to be okay, Shankar, but we need to look into it, and probably we can come back with the next session with the questions.
Yeah, sure, definitely. So that I'll just wind up the session now, and if you can just have, when you'll be having this access?
No, we don't have the access. Can you suggest to me which documents, which study material I can start with?
You don't have any other material, or what is that?
No.
Start with, you do have help document in SAP. You can just look for that.
Oh, okay.
If you just go to help.sap.com, or if you want, I can just post you that link in the blog.
Oh, okay. Please.
Yeah. So Shankar, the training environment you connected to is the same environment where we would also be practicing, right?
I'm not sure. Mostly this should be that one.
Okay.
Any model is the same thing. It's any environment could be the same.
No, I mean, I'm just trying to find out who would give us the details for connecting to the server and all those things.
It's from Kavya who will be providing you one.
All right.
You can just drop her a mail, and even I'll just drop her a mail so that you can just you guys can have the access, and you can just start off preparing on that.
All right.
Yeah. Okay.
The setting, Shankar, the setting of the data and every stuff, I mean, it's already existing data.
Which one?
Or we need to, in the environment,
This
I'm
is
asking, I mean,
in
these
general
models
practice,
and dimensions.
environment. But dimension data, we can just create anything. But whenever we are working on any reports, we should have some appropriate data so that we'll just
Meaningful
have
data.
look and feel
Okay.
will be good, meaningful data. We don't have any problem in creating A to Z and give 1 to 26 like that. That doesn't make any sense when we are creating. It's a simple word, right?
And
So since I already have this chart of accounts information, so I've copied and pasted. So yeah, go on.
and if you don't mind, can you post that what you call that course? I mean, the course stuff. What are the things you are going to teach? I mean, can you send that stuff to us?
I think, yeah,
I mean,
sure.
apart
That's
from
not
the
a problem.
ZaranTech site.
This
Because
one,
based
right,
on that, I
BPC?
can go ahead of the time. Yeah,
Right?
yeah, this one. Yes, topics
This
wise.
one you
Yes.
want. You can just drop a mail
Yes,
to
please.
Kavya. She'll send you across this. You can
Oh, okay.
just drop a mail to Kavya. She'll send you across.
Yeah, sure.
Is there a BW system that is connected to this EPM environment, Shankar?
I haven't checked this whole system yet, Balaji.
Okay.
I have to check that. I have just checked on the basic things. So once everything is fine, once we come into the picture, I'm not sure whether the BW system is connected or not. I haven't checked on that.
Okay.
I think we haven't, if not, it should be connected, but it's 7.3, right?
Right.
I think it's connected, 7.4.
Excellent.
Yeah, it's there.
Okay.
It's connected, but I have to check with the connectivity of that, BW and this one.
Okay.
Okay. So I'll just wind up the session and just have a word with Kavya regarding the server access and all those stuff.
Okay.
And if you want this topics discussion, you can just drop a mail to her so that she'll send you this document. Or I think it's already in the website also, I believe, if I'm not wrong. It should be in the website.
Okay.
It's just a Word document, I'm having it, and they have already posted in the website. You can just check over there. And for that one startup material, I'll just give you a link so that you can just start looking at the picture as well. Okay. So I'll just be winding up the session now. We'll just meet you in the next class so that meanwhile you can just also practice. And just if you have any doubts, we can just discuss in the class, or even you can just post it in the blog so that I would.
Thank you for attending the session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Don't forget to visit our Vimeo page and follow for more upcoming videos.